For generations, the Indian street food cart was an essential piece of urban infrastructure. It served as the backbone of daily life in places like Chandni Chowk, offering hot, reliable sustenance to working people who needed fast calories. The business model was straightforward. A vendor mastered one or two specific items, like a balanced cup of chai or a fresh kachori. You handed over a few rupees and received a quick, highly crafted burst of flavor. These weren't quiet operations. To survive on thin profit margins, these stalls relied on sheer volume. Vendors coordinated like pit crews, dropping dozens of fresh bhatori into massive woks of boiling oil to keep up with the lines of hungry locals. Success in this microeconomy was merit-based. If the food tasted bad, the neighborhood stopped showing up and the cart disappeared. But lately, that reliable ecosystem has fractured. You pull up to a cart expecting a standard plain of Maggi noodles, and instead, the vendor is boiling them in orange soda or mashing sweet Parle-G biscuits into a pot of savory biryani. The pricing is unmoored from reality. A vendor throws dubious ingredients together, aggressively berates the customer, and demands 200 rupees for a tiny cup of ruined tea. Why would a business model that thrived on affordability and taste suddenly pivot to serving hostile, inedible science experiments at luxury prices? The shift began the moment the first wave of food vloggers surrounded a cart with smartphone cameras. That single introduction of a lens rewired the vendor's financial incentives. When 4 different creators are shoving microphones into a cook's face, the actual person eating the food no longer matters. The true customer is now the digital user scrolling through a feed thousands of miles away. This introduces algorithmic economics to the street corner. Platforms distributing these videos do not have a metric for flavor. They measure engagement, and nothing drives engagement faster than pure outrage. When someone dumps chocolate syrup on a plate of momos, thousands of viewers leave angry comments. The algorithm registers that activity, pushes the video to millions more, and suddenly an army of new vloggers floods back to the cart seeking the exact same spectacle. The physical food is irrelevant. The real product being sold on that street corner is the viewer's attention, mined through deliberate provocation. To farm this attention, vendors rely on 3 specific tactics. The first is cognitive dissonance. When you see a melting scoop of strawberry ice cream dropped onto a plate of spicy noodles, your brain recoils, forcing you to stop scrolling to process the error. To a social media algorithm, that brief second of disgusted hesitation is logged as high-value watch time. Ruining the dish is profitable if it makes the viewer freeze. The second tactic is the oversized portion. Vendors crack 30 eggs for a single omelet, or melt a massive brick of butter into a tiny pan of street curry. No human stomach can process that amount of fat. It exists as a high-contrast visual prop, engineered to stand out in a brightly colored thumbnail. The final element is hostile performance art. Vendors adopt arrogant personas, throw their utensils around, and dip their bare, unwashed hands directly into boiling pots of liquid. These provocative hygiene practices serve as deliberate traps designed to farm comments. Every time a vendor wipes a dirty rag across a plate, hundreds of people rush to the comment section to point it out, boosting the video's ranking in the process. Combine incompatible flavors, cartoonish portion sizes, and unhinged behavior, and you have a calibrated formula for viral rage bait. None of this works without the active participation of the food vloggers themselves, who swarm these carts to act as willing accomplices. It's a mutual dependency. The creators need a constant supply of bizarre food crimes to keep their view counts up. In exchange, the vendors need the vloggers' audiences to justify charging premium prices. The resulting videos are detached from reality. You'll watch a creator stand next to a chaotic stall, unironically praising the supposed detoxifying health benefits of a muddy aloe vera and neem juice concoction. It is a closed loop of digital delusion. Actual culinary standards are replaced by a shared hustle for internet clout. The ultimate consequence of this algorithmic takeover is that the physical street cart has ceased to function as a public kitchen. It has become a miniature soundstage. The cook is an actor playing an eccentric character. The vloggers are the film crew, and the food is nothing more than a highly illuminated stage prop. The real losers are the everyday residents of the neighborhood. The working-class locals looking for a quick, cheap, and honest meal are priced out and pushed aside by this performative circus. The vendor might go viral and make a quick profit from the camera-wielding tourists, but they have failed the historical purpose of feeding their own community. When you see a video of a Fanta Maggi or a Gulab Jamun pizza, recognize the manufactured engagement trap for what it is. This is not a food review. This mutant food is an illusion. It is engineered exclusively to look shocking on a screen, and it is a hazard to human digestion. If the modern evolution of street food is just a cynical algorithm trying to make you angry, you are better off staying in bed and eating your own simple, normal meals in peace.